Chapter 2, First Call. You just got the shock of your life. The firefighter who saved your life is now your boss at the fire station. I can't believe he's here. He's the reason I became a firefighter in the first place. Shea, it's really nice to see you again. While we're at work, you'll address me as Chief or Phoenix. Don't make me repeat myself again. You flinch, startled by his briskness. The rest of the common room stares at you accusingly. How does the proby know our fearless leader? Pretty intimidating. If she even dared to use his first name. I hope not too intimately. Like, I was hoping to be the first in the house to turn the charm on. This is too much. They can't talk to me like that. That's an insulting suggestion. I didn't sleep my way into the job, if that's what you're implying. Declan puts his hand up in apology and sits back down, but you can see Lux elbowing him underneath the table. Enough! Shea pounds the table with his fist, startling you. Is this the respect you show for your battalion, Chief? Wow, he's so grumpy. What happened to the sweet, funny guy I had drinks with? The room eventually silences. Phoenix sweeps the room once, staring down each of them before eventually turning to you. Ridley, my office now. Phoenix whisks you out of the common room, down the hall to his office, and closes the door behind you. He sits down, slowly rubbing at his jaw while looking up at you. Now, care to tell me what the hell you're doing here? Commissioner Campbell put me up for the position. I know how you ended up here. I want to know why. If this is some kind of joke. A joke? I didn't bust my ass through the academy to be called a joke. So you bust your ass through the academy and then what? You asked to be assigned to my station? Slow down. Like I said, I was assigned to this station. Trust me, I didn't know you'd be here. The commissioner assigned me here. I had no clue, I swear. 35 stations in this city. And she sent you to mine. Remind me to cross her name off my Christmas list. I don't get it, Ridley. I thought you had a cushy, high-paying office job. What changed? You squirm a little in your seat, suddenly feeling like you're being interrogated. Firefighters get to meet a lot of people. Hell, we met because you saved me. It might sound stupid, but I want to get out of my shell. Maybe it'll lead me to someone special. He averts his eyes, and you're starting to feel self-conscious about your answer until... I can sympathize with that, Ridley. But I don't know if that's enough reason to become a firefighter. Trust me, that's not the only reason I joined, if I'm being honest. You're the one who inspired me to take the plunge. Your words visibly strike a chord with him, and for a moment you see his frustration vanish as he considers you. After that night, I made a vow to myself to become a firefighter. You saved my life that night. You were my hero, and I wanted to be that for other people. I wish I could go back to that night. Me too. So I could tell you not to do something so damn stupid. So being a firefighter is stupid? No. My point is you here, on my squad, you're too much of a distraction. Chief, I won't get in your way. I became a firefighter because I felt drawn to the job, and I think you'll find I'll be more than an asset to the squad. I hope you're right. I don't need any more impossible situations. I've got a merger on my hands, a staff that doesn't cooperate. I don't need more grief from my proby. Some proby? Chief, I really think we got off on the wrong foot. The sound of an alarm interrupts you. Immediately you feel a rush of adrenaline. Time to go to work. You and Phoenix run from his office to join the others who are already prepared to head out. You follow your training, running a mental checklist as you quickly climb into your firefighter gear. I can't believe it, my first day, and I'm already seeing some action. You're about to hop on the cab with the rest of the squad when you feel a hand on your shoulder. You turn to see Phoenix with a stern expression. When we get there, you're on the sideline. Your only job is to observe. But I've trained for this. I can... It's your first day. I don't need you getting in the way and mucking things up. Watch how we work. You'll get in there soon enough. Chief, I can hang with the rest of the squad. I've done all the training, passed all the tests. I may be a proby, but I'm not a liability. All probies are liabilities until proven otherwise. A clearly frustrated Phoenix climbs in the cab. You steel yourself before climbing in after him. Here goes nothing. When you arrive at the location of the fire, you're greeted by a chaotic scene. Flames engulf the building as civilians huddle together on the sidewalk, looking dismayed. Your squad moves with purpose, racing to perform their roles. Look, flames today. Well, this is a little better. They seem to be working as a team here, at least. Even Amelia and Luck seem to be cooperating as they tend to a few injured civilians. You look around to see where you might be able to help out when Phoenix catches your eye. Remember what I said, you're an observer only. Chief, this is a major fire. I could help. You could also make a proby mistake and get someone hurt. And with that, he grabs two other firefighters and together they charge into the blaze. You're stewing at what Phoenix... at when you feel a hand on your shoulder. Don't worry about it, kid. He's always hard on the probies. And I should know. I've only got a few months on you. Wade. You're new? At least I'm not the only one. He gives you a hearty pat on the back. There you go, that's the spirit. Since you're new too, what do you think of all these issues between 57 and 59? Oh, things have been tense for sure, but for it to resolve, I think it needs to start at the top. With Chief Phoenix, you mean? Him and Lang. They're like oil and water, but they need to find a way to work together. Lang was chief of his own right, so all the 59ers still follow his lead instead of Phoenix. And until Lang respects Chief Phoenix, why should they? You catch on fast. And you seem to have the inside scoop. What else should I know about the squad chemistry? Well, chemistry is right. He laughs and nods over to Amelia, who's bandaging a civilian's arm. Declan drives her crazy, but I can tell she thinks he's cute. I'm pretty sure the feeling is mutual. Is that right? What other gossiping you're sitting on, Harold? Oh, quite a bit, I'd say, but I gotta get busy handing out water and snacks. I could use some help, though, if you'd like to lend a hand. Diamond choice. I'd love to. Harold leads you to one of the truck compartments, which is filled with bottled water and snacks. Start with the water, just hand them out to whoever looks like they need it most. Grab a case of water, follow Harold to the makeshift first aid area. They hand a bottle to Amelia and one to Lux. Thanks, Ridley. This is exactly what I needed. Yeah, perfect timing, Ridley. You smile at their appreciation and move along to another group of firefighters. You know, you've got away with people, because I gave them a bottle of water. I couldn't get Lux to say 2 words to me when I first started. Seriously? That's just a little rude. He smiles and shrugs his shoulders. I don't think it's anything personal. I got kids their age, and they're still in the too cool for old folks stage. Still, it's not how you build a good team environment. Lux is a good kid, though. They've got a smart head on their shoulders. They've forgotten more about fire science than a lot of other firefighters even know. Wow, impressive. It seems you've really got a good read on everyone at the station. Ridley, I've been around. I've worked with good teams, bad, and I'd really like this one to be a good one. Me too, but what do you think the real beef is between Liang and Phoenix? Is it just about power? Takes a long moment to consider. At first I thought so, but they've known each other a long time. I think it just goes deeper than just who's in charge. You grab some more bottles to hand out as you let Harold's answer sink in. Harold, tell me. Well, he just said he has kids their age, so technically he does have a family. About Phoenix, is he always so prickly? Harold lets out a sigh. Unfortunately, as long as I've known him, he's been like that. Silence sits between you, and you're pretty sure you're both thinking the same thing. I just really wish we could put all this unimportant BS behind us and come together as a team. I'm right there with you, Harold. But I'm flat out of ideas of how to make that happen. You got any suggestions, Proby? What if we had a group outing? We all go out, have a bunch of drinks, bond as a team? It could be good or could end up in a big brawl. You never know with this crew when alcohol is involved. You both look up to see an exhausted Phoenix heading your way, carrying an injured civilian to the first aid area. Thanks for your help, Ridley. And thanks for listening to the ramblings of an old man. Harold walks off to start on the snacks, and you bring a bottle of water to the chief. He opens it, takes a big swig, and then gives you a smirk. Thanks, but aren't I the only one you're supposed to be looking out for, you? Does it bother you that much that someone taking care of you? He takes another sip of water, giving you a lingering look as he swallows. A shiver passes through you, and you remember how his lips felt against yours, and how his tongue... Thanks for the water. His voice snaps you out of your reverie, and he strides back into the building. Looks like someone's got a soft spot for Chief. I wish he saw me as more as a proby. He will. You just have to give it time. Even with all my EMT experience, it took him a while before he stopped treating me like a proby. I guess in this business it's better to be overcautious, but I feel so ready to make a difference. Just be careful. I see how you two look at each other. I've seen relationships between a chief and a subordinate before. They usually end in a whole lot of trouble. Harold heads off to deliver snacks, and you're left wondering if he can read minds, or you're just being way too obvious. Why not both? You're about to make another round to see if your teammates need any help when you spot a nervous civilian trying to get Lux's attention. Look, I really think that I smelled something funny in there. I don't have time for chit-chat. You see all these people? They're injured. Need treatment. Go, get back. Let us do our work. Man sulks off after being scolded. Great bedside manner you have, Lux. Could you please not yell at the civilians? I didn't yell. I just expressed myself sternly. These people need to let us do our jobs. You see the civilian trying to enlist the help of other firefighters, but all they seem to be doing is ignoring him. I knew Phoenix told me to just observe, but it looks like he has something important to say. You hustle over to this man and try to make him feel at ease. Is there something I can help you with? Nobody's listening to me, and people could get hurt. Bad. Really fast. Sir? I'm listening. What is it? Inside, I smelled something. A fertilizer. I wasn't sure at first, but then... What can this fertilizer do? Oh my god, you're a firefighter, dude! It's an accelerant. You're asking a civilian what fire... Alright. It's an accelerant. If the fire hits it, the whole building could explode. Where did you smell it? It wasn't just in one place. It was in a few different rooms. Water will only make it worse. They need to use fire retardant chemicals. Yes, that's what I was trying to tell everyone. How would you know fertilizer is specifically in different locations? My bro over here got an underground factory. Snoop Dogg's dropping by later. You panic as you look up at the burning building, and all your squad is in there using water to put it out. The whole building could explode with a minute, and Phoenix is in there. Instincts kick in. You grab the fire retardant chemicals from the truck and sprint into the blaze. A moment later, standing eye to eye with the chief, who stares at you furious. What the hell are you doing in here? I gave you a direct order to stay out and observe. We don't have time for this. And Phoenix the chemicals. You shove the fire retardant chemicals into his hands. He looks down at them, and you can see his expression change. In an instant, he knows exactly why you're here. He drops his hose and begins spraying the fire with the chemicals. Everyone drop your hoses immediately. It's a chemical fire. It doesn't take long to put the fire out, and soon you're catching your breath, trying to come down from the adrenaline. A smiling Liang walks up and pats you on the shoulder. I'm impressed, Proby. How did you recognize the accelerant? I didn't. I just listened to a civilian. Something no one else was doing. Liang laughs and turns to Phoenix. Looks like you're underutilizing her, Chief. Not giving her a chance. Typical. Oh, could we not? Phoenix is fuming again. He's about to shoot back when Liang just smiles and leads the way out of the rubble. Moments later, you and your squad are all standing outside the warehouse. Thank God we all made it in one piece. That could have gone a lot worse. You don't have long to bask in the thrill of taking down your first fire, though, as Phoenix pulls you to the side. What were you thinking? How could you intentionally put yourself in danger like that? His words are angry, but you can see nothing but worry in his eyes. Do you have any idea how concerned I was? Wow, he seems really worried about me. Definitely more than a chief worrying about a proby. You share a long, tense, smoldering look before you eventually break the silence. I'm sorry, but I had to trust my judgment. No, you should trust my judgment. I know what these accelerants can do. You know, after asking the civilian, I couldn't just wait to see if your judgment was correct. You stare daggers at each other for a long, silent moment, both of you realizing just how worried you were for the other. We're moving out. Everyone back to the trucks. Lux breaks your stare down. Phoenix rests a hand on your shoulder. Under the circumstances, we'll call this a warning. Don't disobey me again. A warning where you didn't blow up. With that, he walks off towards the truck and leaves you fuming. Warning. I may have just saved your life in there. Stewing from the chief's warning, you head over to the first aid area to help your squad pack up. It doesn't take long before a few of them are coming by and offering their kudos. Ah, quick thinking, Proby. You may have saved our asses in there. Yeah, Ridley, I'm proud of you. Your first day and you're already making hero moves. All I did was listen to what people were trying to say. More importantly, you acted on it. Every second counts in a fire, and you may have stopped someone from getting hurt. Or worse. Thanks, but I was only doing my job. I trained to be here. I just want the opportunity to prove myself. You did that today, that's for sure. And I think you've proved a point. Don't be dismissive of civilians. They could be trying to save your life. You smile, suspecting that Liang's praise is not easy to come by, and soon you're on the truck, heading back towards Station 57, riding high in spirit. Back at the firehouse, you and your squad can't contain your energy. You're high-fiving, dissecting the fire call, when the chief gets everyone's attention by pounding his fist angrily against a fire truck. I don't know why you're all celebrating for. If it hadn't been for the proby on her first day, today could have gone much worse. Hey, he gave me credit. With the exception of her, today was a screw-up of epic proportions. The squad needs to learn how to function as a team and follow orders. Technically, by me not following orders, I saved everyone's life. He looks right at you as he says the last part before storming off to his office and slamming the door behind him. The squad is left with the wind cut from their sails. Amelia eventually breaks the long silence with a sigh. He's right. We did screw up majorly out there. If we can't get our act together, the chief will never trust us. True, but I believe in you all. I know we'll be able to find our groove and come together as a team. Today was a minor setback, but we'll pull it together next time, I'm sure of it. I like your optimism, Ridley, and I hope you're right. Of course I'm right. Don't you see how great this team could be? I'll tell that to Chief Phoenix. He mumbles it under his breath, but you hear it clear as day and take it as a challenge. Maybe I will. You march to his office and burst in without knocking. Look, Chief, Oof. Is he fapping? You walk into the office. Shea Phoenix is on his way out. He instinctively catches you by the shoulder. Ridley, what the hell? Trails off as you both realize at the same time how close you are. For a moment, you almost forget yourself. Come on. When the Chief steps in and beckons you to join, you reclaim your nerve. We need to talk. He sits on top of his desk and motions for you to continue. Why don't you respect the squad? He surprises you with a laugh. Respect is earned, and no one in that room has done a thing to earn my respect. Your blood boils, and your first instinct is to rage at him, but you realize that will accomplish nothing. Instead, you try a different tactic. Do you know why the commissioner sent me to your station? Because she likes to torture me. Because Engine 57 will be dissolved if you can't get the squad under control by the commendation ceremony. He laughs bitterly as he pulls a bottle of scotch from his drawer and he pours himself a glass. I'll tell you what I told her. This isn't the Girl Scouts. Sometimes people don't get along. His attitude is just too much. You slam your palm on his desk and stand tall so you're looking down on him. Damn it. Aren't you even the least bit worried? Why would I be? If the station closed, they'll just transfer me to another one. And there it is. He takes a sip of his whiskey. Kills me that they didn't just presume a scotch. And you swear you want to beat the smugness out of him. He rises, meets your gaze, and despite your anger, a moment of undeniable heat passes between you. You're running too hot, Ridley. You need to cool off. If you really have so many questions about how I run things, I'll entertain them over a drink. He pulls out a second glass and sets it next to his. My first day of work and you're already trying to get me to drink on the job? One drink and I won't tell anyone. And he's your boss, so... You look down at the glass, wondering if this is some sort of test, or Phoenix is sincere. I'm your supervisor, I could just order you to drink with me. Good luck? Talk about some workplace issue. Pretty sure HR would have a field day with that. I'm serious, it's never easy to come down from a big fire. No matter how many you've put out, this helps. Plus, you kind of had a big day. I want to share a drink with you. Diamond choice. Or the whiskey. He smiles, pours your glass as you finally take a seat, leaning back in the chair. He hands you your glass and raises his up in a toast. To the proby who disobeyed my orders, yet managed to somehow save the day. Seriously. I thought you didn't want me here. It's not that. It's just... He exhales deeply as if searching for the right words. After a little chat, I didn't think you'd be stupid enough to put your life in danger again. Since you brought it up, don't our coat room rendezvous mean anything to you? Wasn't that like a year ago? I'm just saying. He winces, and for the first time, you feel like you've really stung him. Of course it meant something. Finishes his whiskey and pours himself another, and gazes into your eyes. Honestly, it was the most fun I've had in a long time. Then why are you pretending it didn't happen? I have to pretend like that now. You do realize that you're my subordinate. We can't be involved like that. So that's it? I'm just another proby? Well, no, you're not just another proby. He takes another sip as he contemplates. You're reckless, self-sacrificing, and obstinate. Oh, you've gotta be kidding me. But I can see how you graduated at the top of your class. The curveball jolts you, and your anger quickly turns to pride. You read up on me, so you do care. Of course I care. Listen, you're a proby on your first day. Do you want me to treat you like you're something special in front of the whole station? This time, it's you who takes a sip, the smoky whiskey burning your throat. Eventually, you smile at him, rewarding him for making a good point. Now, since we're working together, I want to know something about you. No, I'm not done asking my questions yet. And what about me? I want to know what makes you tick. Hobbies, passions, any interests at all? He holds up his glass. I like a good scotch. Aside from that, a quiet night with a good book, long walks on a beach, puppies. I'll agree with everything but the puppies. I'm more of a cat person, but I'm fine with puppies. See, this is Shea Phoenix that I got to know that night at the bar. This is the Shea Phoenix I like. He shrugs matter of factly. The Shea Phoenix is one reserved for civilians, which you were that night. I just don't believe this is the best you can do. He gives you a dark look. You have no idea what the best I can do really is. That's exactly what I'm saying. If we knew each other better, then it might help. It might also hurt. You fall silent, seem frustrated. Phoenix sighs heavily. Believe what you want, but there's something I need you to know, something vital. It's dangerous in our line of work. He sets his drink down and looks at you seriously as you've ever seen him. Getting close with people in the squad often ends in tragedy. I've lost people that were important to me more times than I'd like to admit. Chief, I know the danger. No, let me finish. I promised myself long ago that I'd stop getting too attached to the people that work for me. Your words come out so stiff, you can tell he means what he says. I understand, but the squad really needs you. You can't just browbeat them and whip them into submission. They need a leader, someone they can all unite behind. Besides, I'm not just some proby that works for you. His gaze finds yours, and you stand firm on your spot, not looking away. Like it or not, we have a bit of a history, even if it's just one night. We kissed, and even if that didn't mean anything to you, it did to me. Of course it meant something to me, but I'm your boss. What we had was one night. A great night, but that's past now. Sir, we can't deny our connection forever. With a pained look, he just stands, opening the door to his office and signaling you to leave. As you pass him, your hands brush together, you steal a glance back, he nearly smiles. See you tomorrow, Proby. Your mind reels as you leave his office. This is gonna be a battle. Aw, you'll get over it. Anyway, without further ado, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down the description. Plenty of things to check out there, ways to support, and other than that, without further ado, so sorry about being a little late on this chapter. Pretty much, if you listen to the message at the end of the video yesterday, one, yesterday was my birthday. Two, also, if you've listened to the prior messages in the prior videos, and also the fact that I was over a week late on some of the choices recently, I've been going through a bit of issues with IRL in terms of, like, health/pain. So, last night, I'll just put it this way. Yesterday was just a typical Friday. Nothing special happened, literally and figuratively. I was chilling, doing choices, like I said, and, pain. Pain. And sometimes it literally and figuratively can just shut you down. I'm going to be honest with you. Also doesn't help with the heat wave and everything else right now. So that's also kind of discouraging. But, pain. Pain. That pretty much shut me down for the night. I'm going to be real with you. So, yeah. Feel free to, I don't know, if you believe in religion, pray. Or if you don't, I don't know, send your support energy. I'll take a cup of energy. That'd be great. I really would. Just, how neighbors ask each other for like a cup of sugar back in the day? I'd just take a cup of your energy. That'd be appreciated. I know most of you are like, listen, I don't have a cup to spare. But anyway, hopefully you all did enjoy. I'll get to the rest of it here, shortly, but, without further ado, catch y'all later. Peace out.